Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. New for 2021, this is the Bremont Martin Baker II Savanna edition, part of the Martin Baker series, which has since 2009 celebrated the Martin Baker ejection seat and over 7,600 aviators who have been saved by this historic device. Now, to own the MB1, you need to be able to prove you've actually used the ejection seat. The MB2 series, which is otherwise identical, is for the rest of us, but this is no mean MB2. The Grade 5 titanium case features a beige Savannah-inspired sort of Cerakote, which is extraordinarily hard at over 1,500 Vickers. That sits on a Grade 5 tie case that is 43 millimeters in diameter, by 14.6 millimeters thick, by 50 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference, and it wears quite well. It's large, but the separation of the case from the lugs is an ergonomic feature that allows the watch to wear relatively compact for what it is. Probably not going to fit under the tightest of dress sleeves, but a jacket should be just fine. And I can see this watch wearing fairly well on a wrist down to 15 centimeters circumference. It is very light on the wrist and quite comfortable. Take one last look at the cuff shot and do down the barrel one more time. The strap is substantial, and as you can see, made expressly for this model, matching color and tone. A lot of rubber here, a vulcanized rubber strap that seems like it'll last forever given the gauge of the material used. This is a brand new Bremont factory strap, and it's matched with a Bremont alternately satinated and polished pin buckle in matching titanium. The case uses their triptych case construction, which generally involves two things: hardening the metal that's used and then separating the canister for the dial and the movement from the lug structure. You can see there's a lovely wraparound profile to the lugs, and they are separate from the mid case, which has a sort of diamond pattern, a little bit like you would find on embossed metal used in aircraft applications on high traction or high friction surfaces where grip is necessary. The tonal contrast between the black DLC midcase and the Cerakote is also quite handsome. Now we have two different crowns. As you can see, the one on the bottom operates the ratcheting internal bezel, which can be used for timing, and then the other one is used for winding and setting the watch, which includes hacking seconds as well as a quick set date feature. Note the attention to detail. The dial too is a matte Savannah beige gray, and so is the disc for the hours. You can see even the hands have been colored a sort of gray beige lacquer, and then there's the little ripcord on the seconds hand, which of course is used to actuate the Martin Baker ejection seat. More imagery, the red triangle used in the world of Martin Baker ejection equipment, and then there is a Bremont specific symbol down at the base of the dial. That is their anti-shock system, and this watch is 100 meters water resistant and also highly shock resistant. One of the requirements for the Martin Baker watches is that they go through all of the violence and concussion testing of the seat itself and all equipment associated with the seat. So this is a very, very tough watch. 100 meters water resistant, you don't find that on many aviation themed timepieces, but you do have it here. The rotor has been ruthenium coated, which is a nice touch. And then you can see a high-grade Sellita SW200 has been used. It's basically Sellita's version of the ETA 2824, so it's bidirectional automatic winding, beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and it has a 38 power reserve. It is also 5-position adjusted and a COSC certified chronometer, so it is a very, very tough Swiss movement in a British watch. As the dial implies, this watch is made in the Greater London area, and the final assembly and regulation is done in Britain. So this is very much British watchmaking in the modern era. You can also see that this being a sports watch, it is well loomed, both dial and hands. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.